What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me today for episode number 93 of the Car 5 podcast. You guys know me, of course. I'm your host, Joshua. For today's episode, we're going to be talking about Jaguar and how one of their most iconic cars of all time, the XJ13, is now being recreated, and it's being called the LM69. So as usual, everyone, let's go ahead and just dive right into things. So what's going on with this car and why is it being recreated? Well, to travel back in time just real briefly, the Jaguar XJ13 about 50 years ago was actually created to compete in the 24 Hours of Le Mans race in 1966. But unfortunately, the idea of that car racing in Le Mans after it was actually already produced, that idea was pulled and it never got the chance to actually professionally race. So that's the brief little backstory of it. So what's going on with this, recreation of the XJ13? And, what is it about? Well, it's pretty awesome, actually, because a company called Ecurie Ecosse, I hope to God I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm butchering it. They're actually an automotive racing team out of Scotland, and what they're doing is resurrecting that car, the XJ13, and they're making it into what is called the LM69. Brief little history about this company. They were founded in 1951, Ecurie Ecosse, and they competed in several races themselves, such as the F1 circuit, as well as winning 2 different titles at the 24 Hours of Le Mans race. So they definitely have an automotive racing history behind them, and they're more than credible, of recreating a car such of this caliber. Now, getting into the LM69, formerly known as the XJ13, Ecurie Ecosse is making it as original as possible and bringing this car to life to allow it the chance to hit the roads and express itself and show its beauty and show what it's actually capable of. It's going to be utilizing the naturally aspirated mid-engine V12, and there's actually 2 variants of this V12 that are actually going to be produced. The very first one is going to be very similar to the original, which is a 5-liter. And then a more bored out, more powerful version of one that's going to be stroked as well is a 7.3 liter mid-engine V12. Minus a few electrical aspects of the LM69, everything's going to be the same. We do have to remember, because they are recreating a car to be able to drive on the roads, certain safety regulations have to be met, and they do want the car to be functional and more reliable, so they are going to update some safety features as well as just some electrical components, but everything else is going to be 100% as it was original to the 60s Jaguar XJ13. Translating additionally, that means the LM69 is going to have a 5-speed manual transmission and all analog instruments. Now, it is going to be very rare, and of course, to be expected, it's going to be a little expensive. Only 25 of these bad boys are going to be produced, but I don't have the actual figure on that, but I can imagine it's going to be very expensive. They're all hand-built, all created. I do imagine this is, I keep looking at the pictures. It's so cool to look at. But I think it's cool that Ecurie Ecosse is remaking the XJ13. Obviously, they're branding it as their own, basically, as the LM69. But it's always cool to see cars remade and kind of repurposed, if you will. We just saw that happen with Bentley. We'll be creating a podcast about this episode shortly. The Bentley is recreating what is called the Team Blower, which is a racing car, GT car they made back in the 20s. And here we have another racing team, Ecurie Ecosse, resurrecting a car that should have been on the track, should have been racing. But for whatever reason, Jaguar did pull it, and thus Ecurie Ecosse comes along, creates the LM69, and it's just something that's cool. Again, I wish I had the actual price point for you, but even I don't know that. If you guys happen to know it, definitely let me know, because I'm sure we would all like to know and all like to learn. But I think this is going to be a collector's piece for sure. If I have to guess on what it's going to cost, I'm just going to say it's easily over $1 million. I don't even really know how to value a car such as this, but just because it's a recreation of a car that's a complete icon and it's going to be hand built, everything's going to be original, again, minus a few safety things and a few electrical components, it's going to be great. But until more details surface, ladies and gentlemen, that's actually all we have for episode number 93. Short and sweet like usual, talking about the LM69 rebuild of the Jaguar XJ13 from Ecurie Ecosse. Don't forget to like on Facebook, follow on Instagram. If you guys are checking out the podcast for the very first time, thank you so much. I appreciate you stopping by. Go ahead and check out the YouTube channel as well, unless you guys are already watching on YouTube, the Car 5 Podcast. Just browse around. If you guys see what you like, hit that subscribe button. If you don't mind, leave a like on this video as well. You know, if you ever need anything from me, have a recommendation for me, want to see a certain episode about a car be made, shoot me an email, info@car5podcast.com. Don't forget as well, if you guys are looking for a shirt, hat, jacket, or accessory from your favorite car company, check out the link in bio, www.tlg.com. I got a coupon code for you guys as well to get authentic brand merchandise from your favorite car manufacturer. Now, don't forget to tune in to episode number 94. I'm getting really excited for this company. We're going to be talking about the 2020 Lotus Evora, which is phenomenal news. Lotus is back in the game. They came out with their electric hypercar, and now they're getting production back into normal, as we should say. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Please remember to drive safe. Have a fantastic evening. Thank you.